Let them talk long enough and they're going to tell you what you need to know every single time. They're going to unveil the truth every single time. You just have to listen. Now, this is coming out of the European Union, European Central Bank. Now, they're telling a lot about the position that we're in. Listen to this, right? It says here, this is a quote, right? This is coming from Cipollone. I'm not sure if I'm mispronouncing that name, but this is the individual who represents them, is a very reputable individual. This is the quote. Quote, if we drag our feet while other jurisdictions move faster and produce better solutions. You hear that? Better solutions. Wait, we could see financial activities migrating elsewhere. That's not it. There's more to come. There's more. So they're admitting they're not dominant, folks. Same thing I've been telling everybody. They're admitting they're not dominant. They're admitting they're behind. They're admitting they could lose financial dominance, economic dominance. I mean, it's no different than what we're actually seeing. We've seen them floundering, haven't we? Wait a minute. It goes, there's more. Wait, there's more. Then it says this. Wait, where do we leave off? I'm a little excited. We could see financial activities migrating elsewhere and private entities from outside the EU. Private entities from outside. Who could that be? Private. Wait, what did Christopher Waller of the Fed say? Who was he talking about? Wait, from outside the EU, assuming a dominant position in European capital markets, unquote. Wait a minute. We've heard the U.S. say certain things that are similar to this. We see it in Europe. We definitely see it in China. 100%. They even came out and they were telling us directly that they're having a problem with their intermediaries pushing their CBDC system, with their commercial banks pushing their CBDC system, because there's no incentive with their customer. Their customers don't want their CBDCs. We are in a dominant position. This is still a beginning. Do you understand what that means for the future and the value that these protocol can move? We're getting more and more confirmation each time from different entities. You take the average of what we're hearing. The average is that we're absolutely dominant right now in the driver's seat. Wait. This is what it says. A key driver behind the likely launch of the retail digital euro is the loss of sovereignty over payment systems to the likes of Visa and MasterCard. The same motivation applies to the capital markets. See, that was a precursor. Now, what have Visa and MasterCard been doing? They've been working with a lot of the bank coin companies over the years, and even they're not out front. They're not out at the forefront. Visa has a history of working with FIS, with Hedera. FIS is integrated into Hedera. Visa also worked with a company named Tala that was working with Stellar. They learned all their tricks from us. They never got the golden key. This is why they are not positioned for global dominance. MasterCard, has a lot of different connections with Ripple or XRPL. We saw a recent connection. I can't remember which one, but we saw a recent new connection established between MasterCard and the bank coin companies. Listen, folks. Things are changing. It says talking about the potential for tokenization. And there's something else that's coming. Just wait. We're going to scroll back to the top. There was something major that they told on themselves about. It says talking about the potential of tokenization in DLT. He said, quote, these technologies do not just have the potential to enhance efficiency. Wait, he's going to drop something on you. They could also fundamentally reshape the very structure of financial intermediation. This globally. That's trillions of dollars, quadrillions possibly. They're all saying the same thing. United States is saying it. Their federal representatives. Europe is saying it. Their representatives. China's saying it. But see how they put it out in documents like this. They know a lot of people not going to read. A lot of people not in the know. We're in a special group, a special club. It's unfortunate. It's just that way. But see, if you were to tell regular people about how big this is, what's going on behind the scenes, they might not believe it's just too big for some people to grasp all at once. But it is true. It's there. It can change everything. It says a system that has remained largely unchanged for centuries. And in that unchanging, they have collected a lot of power and a lot of value. Now, what happens when they have to change over to the new financial system? That value shifts over. They're all talking about the private sector dominating. What did Ripple say? And it's no different for Ripple. I use them as a major example because they're a major player. They're out front. But what they say also goes for Algorand, Stellar, Quant, all of these companies, Solana, Chainlink, they all have the same vision. They're all building massively outside the US for years. Let's scroll to the top. I want to show you something about tokenization and how they fear what's coming because they don't have control. Guess who has control? Guess who becomes wealthy? Guess, not financial advice. There's no guarantees in anything. I'm just sharing my opinion, okay? But guess who is in the driver's seat to become wealthy? Guess who's in the driver's seat to be the new powers of the world? Should you choose? Sure, you could buy 1,000 Lambos if this all pops off, mansions, whatever. Or you could change the world forever. They know that. The ages are changing. Time is changing. This is merely one piece of a massive change that's going on with humanity. The old controllers, they're scrambling to maintain a little bit, a semblance of their power that they once had, because it's changing. But wait, let's go to the top. Let's go to the top. I'm going to try to find this. It's somewhere here they're talking about, oh, wait, I found it. Ooh, something good is with me today. This is what they say. The director, which is, I'm going to give you his name so you can look this guy up. So, Cipollone. This is European Central Bank Director Piero Cipollone or Cipollone. My apologies if I mispronounce the name. Piero Cipollone. So this is significant. This is important. This is what he had to say. The director highlighted some risk in moving toward, not risk for us, risk for them. The risk is they may lose power. They see what we're doing as a threat. That's why they're rushing to catch up. That's why they said what? They said, if we drag our feet, pay attention. If we drag our feet, that means what? That means they haven't caught up with us yet. That means they're trying to catch up. And they're saying they have no time to waste. This explains why they're rushing. Doesn't it? Scramble for the throne. The director highlighted some risk in moving towards digital assets and distributed ledger technology. Then he said this is the important part right here. It says, but rather than viewing tokenization as a threat, he would not say that if they didn't already think it was a threat. You see, tokenization means that they're not the only ones that are going to become wealthy off of moving all the capital, controlling the markets, controlling all the assets. They don't have that power anymore. They can share in it, but they never wanted to share. It might be your time now, not financial advice. It might be your time now, or your mother's time, or your son's or your daughter's time. Now, I said this before, they see it as a threat because when tokenization in mass happens, it will be easy for people to make a lot of wealth. Those who are early on, that is, the first movers, those who are in the know now, like you and I. When it's deployed, everything will be so streamlined by that time, and the value will flow so easily, theoretically speaking, that people's pockets will be exploding, wealth will be made, world will change. Everything will change like that. Their world will definitely change because they never had any peers up there with them. They've been suppressing a lot of things and a lot of people and a lot of companies for a long time, keeping them at the bottom so they can keep themselves at the top. Well, now everything's changing. I can't emphasize enough how potent this article and this information in this article is. Listen to this here. Another big piece right here. Pay attention to the timelines. All of them are pushing the timelines back. All of them. First, it was Christopher Waller saying, hey, we need more time. Then it was some other entities. I can't remember. Was it Bank of International Settlements or IMF? One of them. Some testing in some CBDC systems. We read some documents. Some people have them. Some people screenshotted, downloaded them. They were saying 2 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years. Again, I don't know. Remember they said that years ago. They're pushing it back because they haven't caught up yet. What are they to do? They still want to battle for positioning, the dominance in positioning, right? So they have to continue testing. So if they're not done yet, if everything's not complete yet, they have no choice but to push it back. But that's the timelines they were saying, right? But listen to this. This this is another piece of information to put with that. It says, in terms of concrete actions following the settlement trials ending next month, the ECB and Euro system are exploring how it can build on that. That implies either extending the time frame, so they're considering it. Now we have the ECB. Remember this? Screenshot this, go to this article, download it. So now even the ECB is considering extending their timeline. Things are going to take time. That's just how it is. But let's continue on. It says either extending the time frame or making some or all solutions permanent. We'll see what we will continue to observe and see what they want to do. I don't know why they would make it permanent. If they want to advance at some point, why make it permanent? I guess you could build on top of that base layer. I think maybe that's what they're considering. Make whatever they're doing now permanent and just build on top of it. But wouldn't you want to deploy it with it being the absolute best of the best? But then again, they're pressed for the time right now. They want to catch up. They're in a sticky position, I'm telling you right now, because they fear the private sector taking over. You have all these companies rapidly advancing with each day. Ripple constantly developing something. Solana constantly developing something. Chainlink constantly developing something. Flare, it goes on and on. Quant constantly developing something. They're becoming rapidly dominant. How can they compete with that? We're going to find out, folks. I'm telling you right now, things are getting hot right now. But right now, utility coins, bank coins look like they're in the driver's seat. They have all of these major central banks shaken to their core. This is how dominant they are. It's good for us. Great for us, in fact. It says, additionally, it plans to explore allowing DLT-based assets to be used as collateral in the Euro system. We'll see, how they define that. What do they mean by DLT-based assets? It has to be a combination of both central bank offerings, commercial bank offerings, as well as pure private sector offerings, non-banking financial institution offerings. It has to be a combination. Nobody's going to get on board with these things or support their systems unless they get to play. That's not going to happen. But we'll wait on more information and then we'll collect it once that comes out. It says here, we note that the Swiss National Bank extended its wholesale CBDC trial by 2 years. So there's another one that extended their timeline. They're all extending the timelines. That doesn't, now let me put this out there. That doesn't mean we have to believe them. That doesn't mean they won't change the timelines. So we remain adjustable, but since they're putting this information out, we're going to take it in. We're going to keep it just in case it is real, just in case it is true. We don't know. But as researchers, as detectives, we have to take all the evidence that we have so we can plot a more clear vision of what the future might be, all the different possibilities of what the future might be. And that helps us to make decisions, right? The director said some interoperability systems are considered a stopgap towards migrating to the longer term vision. What? I could dig a little deeper into that, but let's continue on for now. I don't want to make this video too long. This might be a nod to the use of the trigger solution in the current settlement trials. Instead of providing a digital currency, the trigger solution links DLTs to the conventional T2S settlement system. I haven't seen that work yet. I haven't seen it work yet. It's not what institutions want. They're so confused. It's like they have this security blanket and they don't want to let it go. They're going to lose. We're going to take over. We're going to dominate. Unless they change their viewpoints and they go 100% full DLT, that's just my humble opinion. Or I'd say 75. Okay, let me be more reasonable than 100% DLT. 75% DLT, 25% legacy system, just so they can keep a little bit of themselves involved. Unless they go with that type of percentage of what's going to be dominant and used, I don't see them being dominant in the future or being up there with us. Or I think that what you'll see is a clean shift is a possibility where, you see it now. You want to be real. Non-banking financial institutions are absolutely dominant. Banks can't compete with them. And then you look at the people at the top of the non-banking financial institutions and large asset managers and such like that. They control everything. The people inside of the regulators, in the banks at the top, they all bow down to the NBFIs and the people that are the large asset manager, CEOs of the large asset management companies. The companies control everything. The private sector companies, large private sector companies control everything. Let's not kid ourselves. They run the world. They are the real presidents. That's how it is. The world is a giant corporate conglomeration of corporations. That's how it is. I'm telling you. Look behind the scenes. They control the politics. They control everything. That's not a joke. That's not an exaggeration. That's real. That money is everywhere. And that money talks loudly to those people. They worship the money. I've seen it firsthand. They'll do anything for the dollar. I've been around for a while, folks. I know how I look. Somebody out there, man, Mick, you look old in a month. Anyway, I'm not as young as I might come off to. I might appear to be. So I've seen a thing or two. That's what I'm saying. I like to joke around a little bit, break it up a little bit. Sometimes I'm serious, sometimes I'm intense. It depends. Quote, in embracing this technological shift, we're not merely reacting to change, but actively participating in shaping a more efficient, innovative, resilient financial future for Europe. They're not merely reacting. Why would you have to react to something that's not dominant? You react to something that's dominant. You react to something that's provoking you. You react to something that is controlling the energies. That's us. We make crypto. Don't ever forget it. We are crypto. We make crypto. These companies like Ripple, Stellar, Quant, Chainlink, Solana, they're nothing without us. Nothing without us. So, yeah, just want to put that out there. So now let's go here. Wait a minute. We got some more stuff. Hopefully, I'm not making the video too long, but that's a powerful article. Read more yourself. I couldn't cover everything. Read that article for yourself. All right. Now, we'll just touch on this very lightly here. More significant activity. BRICS mulling petro yuan in new de-dollarization attempt ahead of the next summit. This next summit, we should get some powerful information coming out of the BRICS nation. I'm telling you right now, things are heating up in the world, and I hope all of you are being safe out there more than anything. I appreciate every single day that I have on this earth, breathing air, wake up in the morning, and I appreciate every single day that you are here with me. So just know that. That didn't come out so eloquently, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to show some love, so take the love. The BRICS alliance is reportedly considering a new petro yuan, quote unquote, in its latest move. They're considering to do something, BRICS. I'm tired of you talking. Let me see some action. Just how I feel. Stop all that talking. What are you actually doing? Show me something. But right now, like I said, we're detectives on a case, so we have to look at the evidence. BRICS, which was originally launched as a coalition, that we know. Let's skip that little piece. We don't need to be educated on it. We already are very much educated on it. In a new report, the Official Monetary and Financial Institutions Forum, OMFIF. Wait, did we miss something from OMFIF? No. New report? You guys didn't tell me new report was out. I can't keep up with everything. Well, okay, well, I know what I'm going to after this. In a new report, the Official Monetary Financial Institutions Forum, OMFIF, think tank says the BRICS countries will be discussing how to implement an alternative to the current dollar-based oil payment system, potentially using the Chinese yuan. Listen, if it was coming directly from BRICS, I say show me and all that good stuff like that. This coming from OMFIF is serious. If it's coming from OMFIF, they made some progress. I have to go look into this. Saudi Arabia, the world's largest supplier of oil, has recently confirmed that it is, quote, open to new ideas, unquote. What? They said that. World is changing. People better get ready. That gold is going to go up. Gold, not financial advice. Gold is going to go up. When you have things like this happening, there's no way. Geopolitical tension everywhere. Massive amount of banks that could collapse at any minute, any day, any month. And on top of that, problems with the dollar and financial systems all over the place. Even beyond banks, non-banking financial institutions, shadow banks have a problem as well. They're just doing better than the banks. That doesn't mean they don't have problems. They do. That gold will go up. Silver will go up. Now I'm hearing Costco is trying to sell platinum. What? You guys didn't let me know about that either. Shame on you. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, they're trying to sell platinum now at Costco. Commodities are coming back full force. Hey, to each his own. Some people don't believe in commodities. They don't like them. Hey, to each his own. I have what I have and I'm ready. Wow, that's powerful. Russia is looking at using the petro yuan as an alternative to the petrodollar to reduce its dependence on the U.S. and SWIFT. So that I have to read this. This is all happening very, very quickly. The OMFIF, the OMFIF, all right, says fully implementing a petro yuan system would, in theory, be difficult for countries. I agree. To operate under a surplus yuan can essentially only spent, I think there's a typo there, on trade with China or simply placed in foreign reserves. BRICS financial intermediaries would then have to recycle the surplus to other countries in need. All right, folks, I'm going to leave that one right there. That's a powerful one also. Wow, a lot of things happening. So now I don't know how long this video is right now. So let me see what else I have here. I believe I had some Bitcoin. Yeah, let's get to the Bitcoin and Ethereum news. They're combining that together in this article here. This article is titled, bear with me one moment, please. Bitcoin and Ether ETFs help take crypto mainstream. Are Solana and XRP next? Oh, so this is more. Well, let's see what they have to say. I thought this was a pure Bitcoin Ethereum article. So the SEC Commission approved Bitcoin ETFs at the start of the year, capturing the attention of investors. The influx of capital into these funds fueled a rapid rise in Bitcoin's value, which soon reached an all-time high, breaking the prolonged stagnation in the cryptocurrency market. Let's go down just a little bit here. A few months later, the financial watchdog approved Ether spot ETFs. All right, we know that. Come on now. Why do they always do that with us? They know that mostly people who are very much into crypto are the ones reading these articles. They have to know that. I know that. They have to know that. Solana and Solana ETFs founded in 2017. Then they go into the history of Solana. Wow. Why? While Ethereum handles around 12 to 15 transactions per second, Solana claims to support up to 50,000 transactions per second, making it one of the fastest. I will say that I've used Solana. Not am I only a holder of Solana. I've used the system and it is very fast. In my humble opinion, I will say also XRPL is very fast as well. I've used XRPL, I've used Bitcoin, I've used a lot of them. I like to test things out. In addition to holding what I need to hold, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no way I want to miss what's coming. Thanks to its speed and cost efficiency, Solana has gained a reputation as a formidable competitor to Ethereum. Solana has often been dubbed the Ethereum. I'm not going to say that word on here because, yeah, YouTube is strict on certain channels and not others. And yeah, I don't need those problems. Its native token, Solana or Sol, plays a crucial role in securing the network that we know. As of early October, it is trading at 137. Is that what it is today? What's Solana's price today? I don't know, folks. I put it on the cold wallet and I let it just sit there, collect dust. I don't know what the price is today. Solana ETF, if approved, would be an exchange-traded fund that tracks the price of Sol. All right, we know that. And then it goes into XRP. I thought they were going to discuss the possibilities here. Will Solana and XRP spot ETF get approval? Currently, several investment products linked to Solana are available, including Grayscale Solana Trust and VanEck Solana ETP, which can be accessed in select regions. There is growing optimism in the market that the new crypto ETFs may receive the green light within this year or next. Really? Well, I've heard a lot about, I will say this now that that's like jogging my memory. I can't remember everything all at once. But I've heard a lot of talk about there being either Solana up next or XRP up next. Here's the problem. They both have problems with the SEC. So we have a little bit of Bitcoin news today. Former MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor has stepped up his social media game by taking to his X platform to declare that Bitcoin is, quote, winning, unquote. Yeah, I suppose so. Sure. Things have been looking good in my humble opinion. I think the future looks even brighter, though. That's the long-term Bitcoin super bullish. It says the confident social media statement came amid Bitcoin's ongoing price rally. The leading cryptocurrency has added 2.3% over the past 24 hours. According to CoinGecko data, the flagship cryptocurrency has managed to regain the $64,000 level. What is it right now? I don't know. I got to check the charts after this. It is changing hands at $64,101 on the Binance exchange. As reported by U.Today, the leading cryptocurrency is on track to experience heightened volatility due to the release of important macroeconomic data, including the consumer price index rate for September. Says Bitcoin is up 52.6% on a year-over-year basis. However, the cryptocurrency is still down 13% from its all-time high. Bitcoiners recently ended up facing some mockery from gold bugs. What? Including Nemesis Peter Schiff. Let me just tell you something. A lot of us who've been in heavy into gold for a long time, since people didn't even believe in gold. They didn't like gold. They didn't think gold was going up at all. And we were saying, yeah, gold is going up, silver is going up. Remember that time? Long time ago. We're also heavy into Bitcoin as well. We may not always have been that way, but sure, we know a moneymaker when we see one. There's no beef. There's no problem, right? Make your money with Bitcoin, make your money with gold, or both, and do well for yourselves. That's it. All right. Let's leave everything with positivity. Why not? There's enough people out there that's going to leave everything with negativity. Let's be the ones leave it with positivity. Why not? That takes a lot of strength. Negative is easy. Positive is good. And look, Peter Schiff is within his rights to have his own opinion. He loves gold, and I understand why. 100% gold is super bullish, very safe, in my humble opinion, not financial advice. So I understand a lot of what Peter Schiff believes. Yeah, sure. After the lustrous metal started effortlessly logging new record highs while seemingly leaving its digital rival in the dust is different. Like I said, if you're going to talk about protective assets, the best of the best is gold. Second up is silver. Simple as that. So central banks are going to go to gold. Regular people are going to gold. Big institutions are going to gold. Regular whales are going to gold. Everybody's going to gold because they know it's going to protect their value. And gold is getting pushed everywhere right now, even at Costco. And like these local stores now. So it's not just a traditional market anymore. And on top of that, now you have this wave of commodities, content creators pushing the idea of commodities now. That makes the future for most of these top commodities very, very bullish. I mean, top precious metals, very, very bullish. So there's that also. And, you know, right now, Bitcoin it doesn't have all of that. It doesn't. That doesn't not to say that in the future it won't. Says, however, it remains to be seen whether Bitcoin will actually manage to reclaim its record high that was achieved due to the ETF induced market exuberance in early 2024. Let me say something, man. Given everything that's going on for Bitcoin, at some point in the future, it should go past whatever its record high is. That's what I think. I think that it'll go firmly past that. That's why you have all these big entities predicting such. And some of them might be a little bit outlandish with their predictions, but I think they're on the right track. Now that you have the information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.